Everybody remembers their first whiskey. Cheap, easy to find, and a classic that kicked off the journey.
Today we're blind tasting those entry-level classics to see which ones are still worth sipping and which ones are running on nostalgia.
Speaking of nostalgia, we've turned moments like that into some pretty fun t-shirts. Plays on classic movies, TV shows, and pop culture, all with a whiskey twist.
They're soft, they fit great, and they're the perfect way to show you're part of the Barrel Hunters crew. Check out the link in the description to grab yours. 10% off new customers. Now, let's drink.
Just so you guys out there know, we're gonna rate the nose, the palate, and the finish all on a score of 1 to 10, and then add up our scores and see which one comes out on top. Oh, that's got a lot of corn going on there.
A lot of corn.
A lot of corn. Some sweetness in there too. A little bit of caramel, but I'm getting a lot of corn.
I was gonna say, I feel like this is caramel corn in a glass.
I'm actually really enjoying the nose on this one.
Yeah, I'm getting a little hint of pepper. I'm getting a little hint of spice.
I think I'm gonna give this one a 6 on the nose.
I'm gonna give it a 5. I like it, but to me it's kind of middle of the road.
All right.
I'm getting a lot of herbal notes.
Yes, like green tea.
Yeah, green tea, fresh cut grass.
The caramel corn that we were getting on the nose, I didn't get as much of that on the palate.
I would have to say that this has malted barley in the mix.
I think for the palate, I'm gonna give this one a 5. And for the finish, it was a relatively short finish. I'm gonna give it a 4.
I'm gonna give it a 6 on the palate and a 5 on the finish.
Oh, so you wanna step up for me on both?
Yeah, because I feel like it's pretty middle of the road, but a little bit better than middle of the road. This could be an enjoyable pour.
Well, I ended up scoring it a 15. You gave it a 16. So we landed at a 31 for our first sample.
Bulleit Bourbon.
No kidding.
Look at that. I typically consider Bulleit to be a mixer and not much else, and I was pleasantly surprised drinking this neat. Now, Bulleit is known for having a high rye content, which is typically around 28 to 30%. So that is probably where we were getting some of the spice on the nose. Oh.
This whiskey just turned you into Al Green.
It sure did. And look at the color on this. This is another one that's pretty light.
It is. This one's very grassy on the nose.
It's very unique. I think I already know what this is from the nose.
I think I know what it is too.
Yeah?
You wanna say it on 3?
Let's say it on 3.
Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3.
Jack Daniels. Yes! Well, we don't know yet if we're right.
I know.
But
we're very confident.
We haven't even tried it yet.
No.
But the nose is very quintessential Jack. I would be surprised if it's not. See, Jack Daniels has this little like banana nut note to it. And it's mostly because of the Lincoln County process.
It's very nutty. I'm actually enjoying it more than I remember.
I'm really enjoying the nose a lot. It's very unique. Whether it's Jack or not, this is something that you don't typically get from any other bourbon. I'm gonna give this a 6.
I was actually thinking about giving it a 7.
Go for it.
I enjoy the nutty profile of this actually. It's a bit thin. When I first sipped it, I wasn't getting much. The finish is pretty good though. It's almost like a cola finish to it.
I feel like I am eating a banana nut loaf and then washing it down with a nice Dr. Pepper. I feel pretty strongly that this is Jack.
I think so too.
I like Jack a lot. I'm gonna give it a 7 on the palate and a 4 on the finish because it doesn't really go anywhere.
For me, I'm gonna give this one a 5 on the palate. It was okay, it was thin. The finish actually I thought was a little better though. So I'm gonna give the finish a 6.
Jack Daniels Old Number 7.
Look at that.
We got it right.
You know, I still taste the banana.
Yeah?
It's like a dried banana.
Okay.
It sounded better in my head.
It's better than a wet banana.
It's a nice golden color.
Yeah, this one's a little bit darker than the ones that we've had previously.
So I am getting some of that caramel corn like we were getting on the first one, except I thought the first one was a little bit sweeter.
I'm not getting a lot here. I feel like this is probably not gonna be my favorite just on the nose because I'm not getting a lot of complexity. I'm not getting a lot of anything in here. I'm getting some corn and some sweetness.
I'm probably gonna give this one a 4 on the nose.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're not getting much in there, huh?
I'm not getting a whole lot and I don't think it's all that exciting.
I'm not getting a ton from this one.
See, I'm getting a lot more oak.
Yeah.
Than I did on the nose. On the nose, I didn't get a whole lot of oak. I'm getting oak and I'm getting a little hint of apple and some spice and caramel. But besides that, not a whole lot more, but I am getting a lot of oak. So that tells me that this is probably an older whiskey.
I'm getting a little bit of a spice kick in the back of my tongue. So that usually signifies that there's some kind of rye content in there. So I'm probably gonna go a 4 on the palate. but I enjoyed the finish, so I'm gonna bump that up to a 6.
See, I'm a little different. I enjoyed the palate a little bit more because I got a lot more wood in there. I got a little bit of spice in there. So I'm gonna give it a 6 on the palate.
Okay.
But on the finish, it didn't really give me a lot. So I'm actually gonna go a little bit lower than you, Ryan. I'm gonna go with a 5 on the finish. With your 14 and my 13, this mystery bottle gets a 27.
Oh, Woodford Reserve.
Wow, look at that. I was not expecting Woodford Reserve.
I was not either.
Woodford Reserve goes through a triple distillation process, which is pretty common in Irish whiskeys, but not bourbons. And that's probably why I didn't get a lot of notes on the nose, because it kind of removed all the other impurities. So we got another dark one here.
Yeah, a little amber hue here.
So the color gives you a clue, especially when it comes to bourbon, because you cannot add any coloring to bourbon. If it is darker, it's either been in a barrel longer or it's in a barrel that has more char. I get almost all oak. It's like a smoky barbecue in a glass. I'm getting some marshmallow notes there as well, a little hint of pepper or cloves, but more than anything, oak all the way.
This is my jam. I'm gonna give this an 8.
I'm gonna give this one an 8. So our noses are in sync.
It packs a punch compared to the ones that we've had so far, but it also went down really nice too.
This was very nice. I felt like the heat complemented all the other flavors, which are oak, cloves, marshmallows. I'm getting a lot of really nice notes here. I think that this is as good as it could get for a budget bourbon. I'm gonna give it a 9. On the finish, I'll give it a 7.
I am gonna give this one an 8 on the palate and an 8 on the finish. So even though you were at 9 and 7, I was at 8 and 8, we still end up with the same score. This was a fantastic bourbon.
This, to me, so far, stands above the rest. With our combined scores of 24, that equals 48, which puts this one leaps and bounds ahead of everything else. Elijah Craig.
Look at that!
Wowie, wow, wow. Elijah Craig is named after the distiller that is credited with inventing the process of aging whiskey in charred oak barrels. Before him, whiskey would naturally age in barrels during transportation, but that was never the goal. Typically, people drank whiskey that was clear at that time. Now, our whiskeys are all nice and colorful, and it's all thanks to Elijah Craig.
The father of bourbon.
So we're back in lighter territory right now.
Much lighter. Man, my fingerprints need to be smudged off this thing. This is terrible. Huh.
I'm getting a lot of pepper notes. I am not getting a lot of oak.
I get pepper, I get a little bit of cinnamon. I get like some, like almost hay.
Hey, okay. Okay, you get hay. I'm not getting a lot from this besides pepper, and I'm not getting hardly any oak. On the nose, I'm gonna give this a 2.
Oh, bless you. I didn't mind the nose here, but it's not overly complex either. I'm gonna go a little bit higher with a 4 here. That's a quick finish.
It's quick. There's not a lot going on.
Nope.
I'm getting some grassy notes, a little bit of that pepper, not much else. I'm getting some green apple notes, but I'm really searching for something here. I'm probably gonna say a 3 on the palate and a 2 on the finish.
I'm gonna have to give this a 2 on the palate and a 2 on the finish.
So with your 8 and my 7, that's a total of 15. I'm gonna guess that this one was Jim Beam or Evan Williams.
I don't think it's Evan Williams. I think Evan Williams is a step up from Beam, and that had Beam written all over it.
It was Evan Williams.
Oh no! I am shocked by that. I don't know what Beam is gonna have, but I usually like that one better than Beam, so we'll see. Another really light colored bourbon. This one's kind of faint too.
It's very faint, and I'm really only getting ethanol in here. I'm not getting anything else.
I'm gonna have to give this a 2.
I'm giving this a 1.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm not getting anything other than ethanol and a slight hint of maybe lemon. I'm getting a lot of citrus, but I'm not getting any oak. I'm not getting any complexity. This would be something that I would use to mix, if that.
Yeah, this would be good for an old fashioned maybe, but honestly, man, this is hard. Like to pull something out of this. I'm gonna have to go 2 on the palate, 1 on the finish.
I'm gonna go 2 on the palate, 1 on the finish too.
All right.
There you go. You gave it a 5, I gave it a 4. That's a total of 9.
Oh.
That is probably gonna be our last ranked bottle.
All right. It is Maker's Mark.
Wow, Maker's Mark.
Look at that.
That is surprising.
Yeah.
I expected more from Maker's Mark.
I did too. I mean, I've never been a huge fan of their standard offering. Some of the limited stuff they do, like the Heart release and the Keeper's release, even their cask strength is really good.
They make some incredible stuff, but their bottom shelf stuff, I agree, I don't think it's that great. Maker's Mark is around $25, and that's exactly what you're getting here. You're getting a $25 bottle. It's not the most complex thing in the world, but you have to give Maker's Mark credit because they are considered to be one of the leading bourbons to bring back its popularity after Prohibition. Prohibition killed the whiskey industry in the United States, and them with their fancy wax seal, they went in there and they brought it back, and that's why we all love whiskey today.
Yeah, this was actually considered a premium bottle back in the day.
Yeah, can you believe that?
No. Maybe a hair darker than the last one.
Yeah, I mean, it is a little bit darker.
Oh, this one's actually got a really nice nose. I'm getting a lot of oak here, a lot of caramel in it too. I'm even getting some pepper in here as well.
I'm getting a lot more pepper than anything else. I'm getting a slight hint of oak, but not as much as you are. I'm getting a lot more pepper.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, what the hell? Is my nose okay? Oh, there it is.
Oh!
Yeah.
I'm teetering between a 6 and a 7 on the nose here though.
Okay, I'm still going 4.
Really?
This. Yeah, I'm still not getting as much as you are.
Okay.
I'm getting some pepper, a little bit of citrus, a little bit of honey, a little bit of vanilla, but it's all kind of subdued. I'm not getting a lot of it.
I'm gonna end on a 7.
Okay.
Get a lot of baking spices in here. Get a little bit of brown sugar, cinnamon, pepper.
The finish is kind of evolving for me. It's going from a lot of pepper up front, and then it's kind of just transforming into like baking spice, cinnamon, cloves, sugar, and it's getting more and more sugary as it goes along.
I got a lot of oak on the nose, not a ton on the palate, but it really transformed from the front to the back. I think I'm gonna give this a 7 across the board.
You know what, Ryan? I'm gonna do exactly the same thing you are.
Really?
I'm gonna give it a 7 on the palate, a 7 on the finish, because I fall into peer pressure like nobody's business. But I do agree. I think that that's exactly where it belongs. I think that this is very, very nice, high-ish, middle of the road. So with your 21 and my 18, that equals out to a 39. Wild Turkey 101.
You're kidding me. Wow, you know what? I wasn't getting a lot of the heat on this one.
I think that's where I got the pepper up
Yeah?
front because of the heat.
So the 101 and Wild Turkey 101 signifies the proof.
And typically a bourbon that's $20, you're not gonna get a proof that's that high, but Wild Turkey does it right.
This one's light to medium color amber.
Ooh.
Wow, this has a lot of ethanol.
I'm getting like a plastic smell on this, like almost artificial. Like it doesn't smell good to me. It's not pleasant.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a 1.
I'm gonna give this a 1 as well.
Wow.
I have a feeling that's Four Roses actually. And Four Roses has like a very like herbal smell, and I feel like I'm getting some more herbaceousness from this, but that's it.
Herbaceousness. Taste isn't bad. A little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of caramel, quick finish.
I'm getting a little bit of green tea notes and a little hint of dark chocolate. I don't think this is terrible. I'm gonna have to say that on the palate, I'm gonna give it a 6.
Look at that.
And on the finish, I'm gonna give it a 3 because it just kind of dies off.
So I am also gonna give this a 6 on the palate. It actually provided more depth than I was getting on the nose. Very pleasantly surprised there. Quicker finish though, so I'm gonna give it a 4 on the finish.
With your 11 and my 10, that equals out to 21. And now let's find out what sample number 8 is. I'm gonna guess that this is Four Roses. It's Four Roses.
Look at that.
To me, the nose of Four Roses, I'm not a fan of it. There's something very herbaceous about it and nothing else. It's just kind of light and floral.
You were onto it from the beginning. Four Roses is unique for having 10 distinct bourbon recipes, and the small batch is a blend of 4 of them.
So at $30, this one is actually the most expensive bottle that we're trying today.
And that just goes to show you that price is not always a determining factor in how good the whiskey's gonna be. That's a strong nose up front.
I'm getting some sweetness, I'm getting some honey, I'm getting some honeydew, I'm getting a little bit of like that fruit slash honey, you know, like just smothered on top of the fruit. Nose, that's what I'm getting here.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely got like a melony component to it.
Yes. Oh, there you go, you see?
Oh, look at this guy, he's all proud.
On the nose, I am gonna give this baby a 6.
That's exactly where I was leaning too. I was getting almost nothing there, but then I let it finish, and then it started to come into waves.
That sounds very erotic.
Ultimately though, it was still a pretty quick finish. I wasn't getting a ton of complexity like I was in the nose. I got more of a, like a rustic type of flavor. Not a lot for me there on the flavor. I'm gonna give it probably a 3 on the palate.
Wow.
And maybe a 3 on the finish.
Look at that. I actually enjoyed this a lot more. I still got some of that honeydew / cantaloupe flavor in there. I very much enjoyed it. I thought that this is a very light one. I don't think that this is a high proof whatsoever, but I think it could be a very easy everyday sipper. I'm gonna give it a 6 on the palate and a 3 on the finish because it just went dead.
That it did.
I'm gonna guess that sample number 9 is Old Forester 86.
It is Old Forester 86.
There it is. Like Wild Turkey 101, Old Forester 86 has its number on the name based on the proof. Now, if you don't like big, bold flavors, then maybe something with a lower proof would be for you.
Did you know that Old Forester were the first ones to actually put bourbon in a glass bottle?
That's right, even before Coca-Cola.
And milk, right?
Even before milk. Yeah, this thing is super light. There's not much going on here.
Oof. I am not a fan of that nose.
Dude, I'm getting a lot of grass on this thing. Like just pure grass and leaves and bushes and shrubs.
It's like as if somebody threw a bunch of nuts in the backyard. It's a nutty grass flavor.
I'm gonna give this a 2.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
There's something there, but it's not my favorite.
No.
It doesn't smell like something that I would enjoy drinking.
Right. There's not much depth there at all.
Hardly, no. I still get a lot of those grassy notes. And they kind of just linger for a quick second and then it disappears.
Yep. This is not sitting well for me.
No?
No.
You're getting sick?
No, I'm not sick, but I'm just like a little repulsed.
Don't throw up here.
It does not taste good.
It doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. I don't think that this is bad, but it doesn't have any complexity. Like if I'm gonna be drinking whiskey, even if I'm gonna mix it, I want it to be something that I'm enjoying. I'm gonna have to give this a 2 on the taste and a 1 on the finish.
I feel like I just ate a handful of leaves.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 1 and a 1.
So with your 4 and my 5, that's another 9 on the list.
So of all the entry-level whiskeys out there, Jim Beam is my least favorite, and I was absolutely repulsed by this one. So I'm gonna have to guess it's Jim Beam.
Look at that. You were right. Jim Beam.
How are they the official whiskey of US soccer?
Soccer, you gotta get your stuff together.
Now, in the case of a tiebreaker, whatever one had the higher score on the palate wins the tiebreaker. Coming in at number 10 with a score of 9 is Jim Beam.
Last place, where it belongs.
Yeah.
Now this was a shocker. At number 9, with 9 points, having just a slightly higher score on the palate is Maker's Mark.
Then coming in at number 8 with a score of 15 was Evan Williams Black Label.
Coming in at number 7 with 21 points is Four Roses.
This one shocked me how low it was because I usually enjoy Four Roses, but I guess not compared to the rest of this list.
I have never been a fan of Four Roses.
No?
And I think that this just solidified it for me.
All right, coming in at number 6. Now this was also part of a tiebreaker, but it had a lower score on the palate. We've got Old Forester 86.
Number 5 with also 27 points is Woodford Reserve.
Coming in at number 4 with 31 points, we had Bulleit Bourbon. This one did way better than I was expecting.
It sure did. Coming in at number 3 with 35 points is Jack Daniels.
Another surprise for me on this list.
Yeah, see, I think you need to give it more credit.
How dare you tell me what to do? Our runner-up on this list with 39 points was Wild Turkey 101.
There is only one winner, and this winner scored a whopping 9 points more than the second place finisher. And that is Elijah Craig with 48 points.
Yeah, that one just blew everything else out of the water.
It was impressive.
Yeah, I knew I liked Elijah Craig, but putting it up against all these other ones made me realize how much I like it.
Now you guys know which bottom shelf whiskey is worth your time. This is just one showdown. If you want to see more of our past blinds, you can check them out right here.
Till next time,
Cheers.
cheers.